Good morning, students. And now we are going to discuss about behavior of a plane wavefront in a prism, lens, and concave mirror. Means how the plane wavefront behaves when this plane wavefront is incident on prism, lens, and concave mirror. Now let us discuss about behavior of prism. First one, prism. In case of prism. Now let us consider. Already you know the shape of the prism. Okay, so it is a prism. Then it is called base of the prism. Okay, so now I will give the name to the prism A, B, and C here. Then, if we are going to incident the plane wavefront on the prism, then what is the direction of incidence of plane wavefront? That can be shown by using the rays of light here. See here, it is I will take upper part of the wavefront and it is lower part of the wavefront. But here, upper part travels the small thickness of the prism, but the lower part can be travels the large thickness of the prism. Here, the lower part get delayed because it travels the large thickness of the prism, but the upper part of the wavefront can travels the small thickness of the prism. Then it is advanced. Okay, but it is a delayed. Lower part is delayed, but upper part is advanced. Why? Because the upper part travels the small thickness of the prism, and the lower part of the wavefront travels the large thickness of the prism now. So the lower part get delayed here, but the upper part is advanced. Now see here, I will give the names here. I will take it is a P and Q here. So P is advanced here. It is a P dash, but Q is delayed, means Q is a lower part of the wavefront. So P is advanced, but Q is delayed. Then I will join these two secondary wavelets. We will get the refracted wavefront. So it is a P dash and it is a Q dash. Then see, it is the direction of refracted wavefront. Okay, so it is in case of prism. See here once again, the upper part of the wavefront can travels the small thickness of the prism, then it is a advanced. But the lower part of the wavefront can travels the large thickness of the prism, then it gets delayed. So when it gets delayed now, so P dash is ahead than the Q dash, means here. So P dash is advanced here, but Q dash is delayed here. That is why the plane wavefront can be, means the emerging wavefront can be tilt here. Tilt means here it means slow. Tilt means here it is a movement with the slope. So it is called slope here. It is called slope. Okay. So the emerging wavefront can be tilt here. Okay. And once again, listen here. The incident wavefront is plane wavefront. The refracted wavefront is also plane wavefront. But the refracted wavefront is also called emerging wavefront, but this emerging wavefront is here tilt. Okay. Then now, the time during which secondary wavelets of the wavefront, secondary wavelets travel from B to C. Travel from B to C means here it is a large thickness of the prism. B to C means here it is a base now. Okay. B to C is P is equal to distance traveled divided by speed of the light. So see here, the speed of the light is less in glass, okay, compared to the air. So in the air the speed of light is maximum, but in the glass the speed of light is minimum, because the glass has a higher refractive index than the air. Okay. So by using the definition of speed here, what is V here? V is nothing but it is the speed of light in glass. Okay. And what is T here? It is the time taken by the secondary wavelet to travel from B to C in the prism. Okay. That is T is equal to BC by B. BC is nothing but distance traveled by the secondary wavelength from B to C now. By using the definition of speed, what is the definition of speed? Distance traveled divided by time taken. But we are going to find the time taken now. Just interchange it. I will take time to the left hand side and the speed to the right hand side. Then T is equal to, that is BC by B. Okay. So this is about the behavior of plane wavefront in case of prism now. Next we are going to discuss about the behavior of plane wavefront. So whenever it is incident on the convex lens. Second one, in case of convex lens. So already you know that it is a, what is the shape of the convex lens? Which is thick at the middle and thin at the edges. Okay. Which is thicker at the middle and thin at the edges. It is called convex lens. Whenever they are going to incidentally a plane wavefront, it is a plane wavefront on the convex lens. So, what is the shape of the refracted wavefront? We have to find. Okay, what is the shape of the refracted wavefront? We have to find. So, I will take here. It is X and it is Y. I will take the 3 points here. What are those points? I will take, it is A, it is B and it is O. Okay. So A and B can be travel the same distance, same thickness of the lens now. So A and B means upper part and lower part of the wavefront can travel the small thickness of the lens. Okay. Means these are advanced here. These are advanced. I will take it is a dash and it is a B dash because they travel the small thickness of the lens now. A and B can travel through the small thickness of the lenses now, means they are advanced. But here O can be travels the thicker portion of the lens now. Okay. O can be travels the thick portion of the lens now. It get delayed and it is a diffraction. So the secondary wavelength at the O can travels the thick portion of the lens now. It is a delayed now. Means we are going to join these points. We will get a wavefront, but it is a converging spherical wavefront because this side principal focus is there. Okay. Then after refraction, all the refracted rays will be meet at a point now. That point is called principal focus. Okay. So the refracted wavefront is means the emerging wavefront is nothing but it is a converging spherical wavefront. What is that? Converging spherical wavefront. Once again listen here. A and B can travel this small thickness of the lens now. Then they are advanced. A dash and B dash. So both are advanced here. But O will be travel the thick portion of the lens now. So when the O will be travels the thick portion of the lens, it is get delayed. When it gets delayed, there is a depression at the center of the wavefront. Means the spherical wavefront is formed. Okay. It is O dash. Then here incident wavefront is plane wavefront. Incident wavefront is plane wavefront. But what is a refracted wavefront? So refracted wavefront is or emerging wavefront. I will say it is an emerging wavefront because it is emergent from the lens now. Emerging wavefront is a converging spherical wavefront. Is a converging spherical wavefront. Converging spherical wavefront. It is in case of convex lens. Okay. Then A and B will be travel the small thickness of the lens now because A is the upper part and B will be lower part. A will be travel the small thickness of the lens and B also will travel the small thickness of the lens. They get advanced, but O will be travels the thick portion of the lens now, that is delayed. Then there is a depression at the center of the wavefront now. So due to that depression, spherical wavefront is formed. But which type of spherical wavefront? That is a converging spherical wavefront. And in case of concave lens, which type of emerging wavefront will be formed here? So that is a diverging spherical wavefront. So let us discuss about that one. Okay, in case of concave lens, we are going to discuss about lens now. In case of concave lens, what do you mean by concave lens? It is a lens which is thin at the middle, thick at the edges. Okay, it is a lens which is thin at the middle and thick at the edges. Edges are thick here, but middle is thin here. This type of lens is called concave lens. Okay, if the plane wavefront is incident on the concave lens now, again I will take some secondary wavelets on the given wavefront now. What are those secondary wavelets? Source of secondary wavelets A and O, and it is a beam. So A will traverse the thicker portion of the lens now. A will be traversed through the thicker portion of the lens. Then, so it is a delayed. It is a delayed. So in case of concave lens, the divergence of light will takes place, and it is a delayed. And the lower portion of the wavefront can travels the thicker portion of the lens again, and again it is a diverged. Again it is a delayed. Okay. So I will take it is A dash and it is a B dash. But the middle of the wavefront means O can be traversed the thin portion of the lens. Now it is advanced. It is advanced. I will take it is O dash. Then let us join the points here. Let us join the points here. Which type of wavefront is formed? That is a diverging spherical wavefront. It is a diverging spherical wavefront. Once again listen here. Upper part and lower part of the wavefront can traverse the large thickness of the lens now. Means they get delayed. Both get delayed here. But the middle part of the wavefront can traverse the thin portion of the lens now. Then it is advanced. Okay. Then joining those points now, we will get the diverging spherical wavefront, because these rays are appears to be divergent from a point now. That is called principal focus. That is called principal focus, and these wavefronts are called diverging spherical wavefront. Here, incident wavefront is plane wavefront. Incident wavefront is plane wavefront, but emerging wavefront is a diverging spherical wavefront. So, incident wavefront is plane wavefront, and emerging wavefront is diverging spherical wavefront. So last case we are going to discuss about mirror, concave mirror. So convex lens can produce the emerging wavefront, that is a converging spherical wavefront. But concave lens can produce the emerging wavefront as a diverging spherical wavefront. Next, number 3, concave mirror. But here reflection takes place, but not a refraction. That is why we are not going to say emerging wavefront. Okay. So now it is a concave mirror. Here the reflection of light takes place. then a plane wavefront is incident on the concave layer. So these are the rays. These are the rays now. So that can show the direction of incidence of wavefront. Okay. So I will take it is X. It is P. P means pole of the concave mirror, and it is a Y now. Okay. So now, so it is A, and it is O, and it is B. Okay. AX and BY, AX and BY both having small distance compared to the OP. Okay. So see here, OP is greater than AX, and OP is also greater than BY. But here AX and BY both are equal. AX and BY both are equal means the secondary wavelengths at A and B will be travel the small distance and they get reflection and they are advanced. They are advanced. Because they will travel the small distance and they get reflection earlier means they are advanced. But the central part of the wavefront can travel the large distance compared to the upper part and lower part. So after reflection it is a delayed. It is delayed means here I will take it as a O dash. Then join the points here. Then I will take it as A dash and it is a B dash. Then which type of wavefront is formed here? That is a spherical wavefront, and it is a converging spherical wavefront. Which type of wavefront? It is a converging spherical wavefront. Then incident wavefront is plane wavefront, but reflected wavefront is converging spherical wavefront. And what about in case of convex mirror? In case of convex mirror, that is a divergent spherical wavefront. I hope we will draw that one. Here incident wavefront is plane wavefront, but the reflected wavefront is converging spherical wavefront. I hope in case of convex mirror you will draw the ray diagram and what is the shape of the reflected wavefront, so determine that one. Okay. So this is all about the behavior of the plane wavefront when it is incident on prism, lens and also mirror.